Hello, this is Guns from Deer, and you're listening to Metal Oxide on FM 89.
Could you describe your band without using genre titles or other band names?
I don't know. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah?
So, just a plain metal band.
Just plain metal band?
Yeah.
Well, for a plain metal band, you're definitely a great one. All right, could you describe the themes behind Valkyjra and the story it tells?
Both yes and no. So obviously about the warrior who wants to get to the Valkyria, taking about the Valkyries and to the Lame of Freya, but we just decided to make it make an album about how great women are for us men, how much they mean for us.
Yeah.
So we want to take that theme and give a little bit of porny twist into it, I'd say.
Yes, Merriment Night, yeah.
So
I noticed the raunchiest Tear song thus far.
but as far as the lyrics go, here he writes most of the all the lyrics, so we're more concentrated on the music.
Yeah.
So he does the thing. So.
Yeah.
But it's a general way we usually do records is to choose a theme to kind of base everything on.
Yeah.
So, if that answers your question, I don't.
No, perfectly. What did you do differently on this album that you didn't do on others?
Well, for one thing, we had a female singer coming on, and we had how do you say, a guest drummer who did the whole album.
Yeah.
So, and that's about it. And we kind of we made this song short as possible. Try to make everything more listener friendly. To reach out to a broader audience.
Yeah.
So there's quite a few things we have been trying through years, kind of mellow down a little bit from the whole Viking theme we've been put into. So
yeah, you think you put into it
a little bit in the start, because all the Viking stuff from us comes from our ancestors, and so it's natural. So we don't think of it as Viking metal or whatever. So it's more just metal with stories from our own country and stuff like that. So,
yeah,
and from the sagas. So
it's interesting. Yeah, Harry, I interviewed him last time you guys were here, and he was saying how he doesn't like the whole idea of not the idea, but he doesn't like kind of folk metal because it kind of takes bands that would be in like death metal or black metal, symphonic metal, and kind of ropes them into a genre separate from those. Do you feel the same way?
Kind of, yeah.
What genre besides kind of folk or pagan metal do you think Tyr would fit into?
Very much this straight heavy metal.
Just yeah.
Because that's anyway where we got our inspiration from.
Yeah.
They were straight, all this Iron Maiden and Metallica and Dio, all the straight metal and stuff, and never put a real genre on it, I guess.
Yeah.
Just rock music.
Yeah, no, definitely. Could you describe some of the traditional folk elements that you included in Valkyjra? Whether the kind of the music itself or the lyrics?
Folk elements, well, actually not that much on this one. We have, we took an old Grinta whistle. That's an old traditional. We took in folk traditional. Apart from that, no, not much. We didn't take too much from elsewhere. It's pretty much our own stuff on this one, so all the way through. So
that's interesting. Let's see. Well, here, if you could do something different on the album, if say you had a chance to remake it, what would you do differently?
Not really anything. I'm really happy about this one.
Yeah.
And that goes for all the albums. It's very difficult to say to do anything different. I mean, Jacob, the studio guy, he does a fabulous job of getting the right sounds and everything. So no, nothing. I don't want to change anything.
Nice.
I'm quite satisfied.
No, honestly, I think
we're just gonna make the next one even better.
No, exactly, exactly. Oh, Valkyjra. Well, I think every Tyr album is special and awesome in its own way. I think, like you just said, but I think Valkyjra, the more and more I listened to it after it came out, I was like, oh man, this is very, very good. Really, the more and more I listened to it. What's your favorite song on the album?
Oh, I would say Blood of Heroes, I guess.
Blood of Heroes?
Yeah.
And favorite song overall, or favorite song to play live? If there's a difference in that.
We're almost there at the Blood of Heroes. I love that song, and all the new songs are really exciting playing live now. Because I don't know, it's much more fun to play. It's upbeat and people really take kind of to the music, so it's exciting, very exciting. Because we had on the older albums, we have some songs that are a little bit slow in between, a little bit, how to say, heavy, I guess, and you kind of can see that on the audience, you know, they go boom. So, no, this is much more fun.
Yeah,
all the way through.
Better live show.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what you guys play tonight.
Yeah. But we're looking forward to do a bigger show, also, to do like a 1.5 hour show or something, because we really want to include some of the really old stuff again.
Really, like all the way back to how far?
Yeah, all the way up.
Really?
We would like to do something special with that. Maybe not playing a whole song. Maybe we do a mix-up or whatever, you know. Something interesting.
Kind of like a few years ago, you did a tour around the States where you didn't tour with any of the big bands, but just had local bands in the area. Something like that again, where you play a lot one night, but have a few local bands open up for you.
I think we would do, if we get around to it, which there seems to be a good possibility we will. I would do something like this, a 3-piece or a 2-piece.
Yeah.
I would love to do a 2-piece tour. So.
Which band? If you had to pick one, which one?
If I had to pick one?
Yeah.
I'm on a Mars. They're bigger than us.
Well, then it'd be kind of, well, it'd be neat if you opened up, or if they opened up for you in that case. That'd be awesome.
We've done tours with them on a Mars.
Yeah.
We really love those guys, so we get along really great.
No, awesome. What was it like working with Liv Christine for the song "Lay of Our Love"?
Wow, she didn't actually not come to the studio. She did her vocal lines in her own studio in Germany.
Oh, yeah, I think they said I interviewed Liv's Eyes a little while ago, and I think they mentioned that.
Yeah. So they did it there and sent it to the studio back. But luckily we got to see each other on when we did the video. For the song.
I was going to ask, how was the video? Was it fun?
Really fun.
Yeah.
It was so really amazing, actually. It just took one day, and easy. Easy and very interesting. Nice way to work with those CGI, I think they call all that stuff there. And it was a good video. I mean, holy shit, he did a splendid job for one day.
Nice, yeah.
So we flew her in and we got to talk and stuff like that. We didn't know her that much. Here is the one who knew her.
Yeah, he played with them at Wagon.
Yeah, he played with them, and that's actually why because he did some song with them, and so she wanted to do a Tyr song if we had one. So we had one coming up, and thought, well, let's just ask Liv
Yeah.
So it's simple as that.
That's awesome. Any chance of, I don't know, if you're ever doing a festival together, or any live going on stage with you?
We are working on it because we have been talking about doing a show in the Faroe Islands, maybe fly her in if she wants to do it.
Kind of like Pol this summer.
And also, we're kind of preparing for if we meet on the summer festival tour, you know.
Yeah.
If we cross each other, then we'll do the song and she'll come along.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
So I hope that happens. That would be really, really exciting. Actually. So.
It'd be too bad that I'll be stuck here in America and not be able to see it. All the festivals in Europe, just every year, every summer, it just hurts.
They have a lot.
All this like it's like
nothing
favorite
here.
bands. This having Live on the album was something new for Tyr. Do you think it was received well?
Yeah, I think it was received really well.
Yeah,
and that's, I guess, the whole point of doing that. It's kind of to reach out to a broader audience also by doing it that way. So.
Yeah, definitely. Speaking of performing with other vocalists, how was it performing with Pol this past summer?
Pol Arni.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Absolutely good to see the guy again.
Yeah.
We haven't seen each other for a very, very long time. So he just came in briefly. He just came in he did that song.
Oh yeah, I must have watched that video
so
100 times.
I just had time to say hello to him when he stepped on stage and he had to go again. So it was really, really cool.
Yeah.
He's a great guy, great singer.
It was really cool seeing that.
Yeah, I love that. So I would do it again if he wanted to.
Yeah.
So,
that was my next question. Are there any plans to do anything with him again in the future?
No.
Okay.
That's never been an issue. It was just fun to have him do that. We did this song called Ormur which was a hit in Iceland and Faroe Islands when it first came out. So it would be a special thing to have him sing it on the big festival.
So definitely.
That was great. That was a hit doing that. Probably soon. I mean, we're definitely going to look into bringing some more old stuff into the program.
Any chance of maybe recording like re-recording some of those old songs, doing a compilation album kind of thing?
To do
kind of
re-recording?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think so. We did one song like that, Hail to the Hammer.
Yeah.
So no, that's not a thing. I don't think we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Well, you never know in the future.
Yeah.
What we suddenly decide to do.
You should. I mean, yeah. But heck, any new material you guys come out with has been great so far. So keep doing that.
Yeah. Well, I just think it's fun to go back and look at some of the other stuff. Some is actually better than I expected. Actually, some of the old stuff. When you get away from it.
Yeah. How did you feel when Carrie had to leave the band this past year?
I was. That's a sad moment.
Yeah.
But it kind of was inevitable, I guess.
Yeah, it kind of seemed like it.
Because he had a lot of back problems and it was interfering with his drumming. So. And it's difficult when stuff like that happens, and we are on the way up, and you gotta be prepared for anything, you know.
Yeah.
So, I'd let him go.
Yeah. I actually had a chance to speak with him the last time you guys were here for a while, and it was great. Just I don't know, sitting and talking with him, having a beer, and that was great.
He's a very talkative guy.
Yeah.
It's nice.
He answered all my annoying questions about about Tyr stuff that I didn't want to ask Harry.
Yeah. Many questions are always based on here.
Yeah. Well, like just the simple. My brother was always bugging me what Hildar Ting meant, and I made sure I asked Carrie, and he explained that.
Hildar Ting, yeah.
Oh, just
I would not even go into that. Yeah, you know, me and the guitarists never were that much into the sagas. I mean,
Oh, Terry isn't?
No. I'm not. I'm not either. I mean,
really?
No, it's more the songs, the folk songs I'm into. Sagas. Yeah.
You ever, when you're back home, you ever do any chain dances?
Yeah, when the occasion is there, I'll do it.
Play we're saying Reagan Schmitter.
All kinds of stuff, you know. All kinds, whatever they pick up. You know. It's usually done. I haven't done it in years, actually. Because these things kind of come up when it's they have these festivities around the islands every year. And if you participate in some of them, you could end up doing chain dance.
Yeah.
Get drunk, really drunk.
Sounds very nice, actually. That sounds awesome. Speaking of, I guess, how's Imon been doing?
Huh?
How's Imon been doing in the
very good
in the tour? Yeah.
Very good. We toured with him before.
Mm-hmm.
In the early days, right when actually Kara got sick first time.
Yeah, when in 2008 I think it was.
Yeah, he did a month touring in more than a month. He did the Pagan Fest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we did all the summer festivals with him and stuff like that. So we kind of traveled long way with him. So he had tried it before, and you know, he's actually the only option for a Faroese drummer we had of guys that we kind of like. So
yeah.
So that's what was a pretty easy choice.
Isn't he Kerry's student? Did you learn?
Yeah. But he's also Cara is also his uncle.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah.
They're family. I mean.
Oh, so it's it's not that big of a removal.
Both their mothers are sisters. So.
So we still keeping in the family.
Yeah, it's keeping them in the family.
Congrats on winning Band, Album, and Album Cover of the Year in Faroese Music Awards. Being such a popular international band from the Faroe Islands, has that affected kind of the Faroese metal scene at all? Do you think?
There is no metal scene in the Faroe Islands.
Oh, really?
No, not really. I mean, maybe 3 bands or something.
Really?
You and
Valkyjra?
Yeah, maybe 4 then. but you know, it's not like a metal scene like that. No. Well, I don't think we affected anything. Like, we just got bigger.
Yeah.
And that's about it. So they don't take too kindly to it. No.
Well, they gave you 3 awards. They have to take kindly to it at least a bit.
Yeah. No, they're all super. They're all super. So
nice. What's the kind of the best memory you have of this tour so far? What's the funniest story you have of this tour?
Funny story?
Or has been kind of...
It's been... Every day has been fun.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been fun all the way. Well, this story is a little bit strange because we're touring both with Bodom, and when Bodom has a day off, Death Angel and Tyr are doing shows. Mm-hmm. So we're never off.
Really?
So that's kind of interesting. It's been very nice all the way through. I can't remember anything particular funny. Everything's been really funny.
Good. No, I've been following Terry on Facebook. He posts a lot of.
Oh yeah, they do all the
time.
Facebook thing. Yeah. I don't touch that thing.
Oh, that's it. Maybe you should.
No, hell no.
Well, all the bands you toured with so far, what's been your favorite? I know you said you've liked Monomarth, but any other favorites?
I loved doing. We did a tour with Rage. From Germany. I love that because I love that music, and there was a Norwegian band called Communic on that tour as well. It was really cool. That was a really cool tour.
Yeah.
So, other than that, you know, we have toured a lot with Korpiklani and Moon Sorrow, Fintroll. And they're all really great.
Yeah.
I really like the whole bunch.
You,
Seferum,
yeah.
You know,
Now
did a lot of touring with these bands, with Finnish bands.
Mm-hmm.
So here you are, both of them.
Yeah. Now, Ensferum has said that they don't like touring with Pol Arni because they drink too much, and the Ensferums like going back writing music in the bus. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I don't know.
The party.
Yeah, there's something about that, but I think I really like the Pol Arni guys. I think they are actually the first friends we got on tour. Played together and first time. Ooh, they were not even known back then.
Mm-hmm.
So they're special to us anyway. So
yes,
let them party. Let them party.
What is a band you haven't yet toured with that you would like to?
Big ones, Metallica. Iron Maiden.
In Antarctica with them?
I don't know. I mean, that's really hard to say. It's all the old stuff I would like to go out with, Black Sabbath and stuff like that. I think.
That's where your inspiration comes from?
Yeah. So there's no new band. I mean, I'm not so much into. I find it very difficult finding music that I like in modern times.
I stick with the old stuff. That's enough to be said about that. Let's see. All right, a question I have off of Reddit. Spicy Cornflake would like to know if Tyr will ever intend on doing more along the lines of Eric the Red or Ragnarok, again, composition-wise.
I don't know. If we're going to do a progressive album again, maybe in the future, or maybe we're just going to put one progressive song in an album here and there. There could be. I would like to do, definitely would like to do some progressive stuff. Problems with progressive music, it's very hard to make it listener friendly, and that's kind of the whole challenge with it, to make it appeal to everybody and still be musically interesting, I guess.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So, Pro Hair Tech, also from Reddit, would like to know, Shadow of the Swastika is often held up as an example of what a lot of Scandinavian metal, folk metal, and of course Tyr is not about. Is there a song in particular that you would say represents Tyr, and why?
Hold the Heat and Hammer High.
Yeah,
that's very much Tyr, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. You gonna hear that tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah? Sweet. Looking forward to it. And here, he also asks, if you had a friend who had never heard of folk metal, what song by anybody would you start them off? Would you start them off with to ensure they're getting into folk metal?
Into folk metal?
Yeah, or pagan metal.
Well, if Tyr helps, I guess the song I just mentioned.
Hey, perfect.
Because it's the perfect example of that. Maybe some of the older stuff.
Mm-hmm.
With all the choirs, Sinclair's with stuff like that.
Yeah,
so that could be.
Okay. My friend Dave, actually, who listens to my show, wants to know if you're going to play Land tonight.
Sorry, we don't have time for it.
So I told him, but I promised I would ask anyway. Oh, if you could.
Yeah, so we have a very short program on this tour, so.
Yeah. And kind of going off of that, then, do you know when you're going to be doing? When you're going to be doing that headlining show? You can play like an hour and a half each night.
2015, I guess.
15.
Looks like that. I don't know if maybe before that. We have all kinds of options to do different touring schedules.
Mm-hmm.
We are going, after this tour, we're going to Russia
Yeah, so.
And after Russia, we're going to South America. And then the summer shows comes. There's a few shows there. And what comes up late in the year, we have different options. Right? We could do a European tour, we can do an American tour. There's options for that too, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. But we're definitely gonna try to get in at a position where we can at least do maybe 45 for an hour at least. So that would be great.
Play some older songs then? Play some older songs then?
Well, I guess we're gonna kind of bother people with the new stuff.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Hey, I think there's nothing wrong with that. No, not at all. Much as I'd love to hear the old stuff, I'm looking forward to hearing the new stuff live.
Yeah, because we actually have more of the new stuff. We couldn't fit everything in our program, and of course we have to have some oldies in the program. So we couldn't fit it all in.
Yeah.
So we have more.
I'm looking forward to all of it. I guess have you guys begun working on the next album yet?
Kind of. We have some material lying around, but it's a long process. As usual, it takes a long time. Because we kind of just me, Terje, and here we all do songs, different ideas, and just throw in one big pile and see what the best one is. I think we're going to be very careful on making the next album to make it even better than this one. That's going to take some hard work. So yeah, but that's a long time before we can even discuss about that.
We have to come here and headline first, so.
Yeah.
Definitely.